Promote healthy hair growth, treat dandruff and itchy scalp, heal scalp issues, treat bald spot, prevents hair loss, thickens hair strands, strengthens roots, and repairs damaged hair.
Hey guys, welcome back and welcome if you are new here. Please don't ask me why I have this big thing of aloe vera at my doorstep. You are watching Tamara's Hair Care. On this channel, we are on the journey for thicker, longer, and healthier hair. Please subscribe to my channel for everything hair care. So guys, in today's video, I am going to show you not one, but 2 ways you can make your very own DIY aloe vera oil at home. So at the end of the video, you can decide which method works best for you. First thing first, which is very important, is removing the latex from the plant, which is that very yellow substance you see running out of the plant. This can cause irritated and itchy scalp. By doing so, I turn the aloe vera leaf downwards in a bowl of water and let it sit for 30 minutes twice. So basically, I change the water twice. Some people like to let it sit overnight. I mean, just to stay on the safe side. If you have very irritated scalp or a sensitive scalp, you should let it sit overnight. So guys, after my aloe vera have been sitting in the water for over an hour, I am now going to cut the aloe vera in big pieces and then carefully remove all the spikes. These are very sharp, guys, so you have to be very careful when removing it. Next, I am going to wash my aloe vera thoroughly to remove all the dirt. Because, of course, we are going to be using the skin as well, as the best and most effective benefits are contained in the skin, and we want every last drop of nutrients. Now that my aloe vera is ready, squeaky clean, I am going to place them on this kitchen towel and try to remove as much water as possible, because we all know water and oil does not mix. Now that my aloe vera is dry, I am going to go ahead and chop them into very small pieces. Many of you guys may know and some may not know what is aloe vera. So for the persons that are not sure what aloe vera is a popular medicinal plant which contains antioxidant and antibacterial properties. It may be used to prevent wrinkles and manage blood sugar, among other benefits. This amazing plant is very good for both internal and external use. Aloe vera has been used as a natural source to treat many skin conditions. This amazing plant has countless benefits for both our hair and skin. So of course, guys, you can use this plant on your hair as well as your skin. Today, I will share with you guys few of the amazing benefits this plant may provide to your hair. It contains vitamin A, C, and E, promote healthy cell growth, add shine, help strengthen hair follicles, treat dandruff and itchy scalp, rejuvenates dry scalp and hair, treat scalp issues, repair damaged hair. If you would like to know more about aloe vera on your hair, guys, you can go ahead and do your own research, and trust me, you are going to love it. And for the skin, it helps to fight acne and blemishes, remove dark circle and puffiness, moisturize dry skin, treat sunburn, soothe irritated skin, reduce signs of aging, help to boost immune system. After dicing up all my aloe vera, I am going to share it into two so I could start the first method. So let's just put that half to the side and work on this half. So for method one, which is the first way you can make aloe vera oil, first you're going to need a blender and you're going to put all your chopped aloe vera in the blender. I'm going to use 1 cup of coconut oil. You can use any oil of your choice, guys, or you can even use more than one oil. But today I am just going to use coconut oil because coconut oil is my favorite oil. Next, I am going to blend the mixture together it's going to be like a smoothie consistency. Oh my god, this looks amazing. I love the fact that it's turning green. So I'm just going to let that sit and blend. Next, I'm going to put a pot on the stove to warm. Now that my aloe vera is ready, so this is what it should be looking like, guys. Make sure it blends out to blend out everything. Look at that. There's no chunks of aloe vera. It's just smooth. It's like a smoothie consistency. So now that my pot is heated, I'm going to pour all of the mixture in the pot. After you add the mixture in the pot, you want to make sure you're always mixing your oil. So I will say you should mix the oil every 5 to 7 minutes. So it was on the stove for maybe 30 minutes now. This process is going to take you at least an hour. And please remember, do not turn up the stove too high. It should be on medium to low heat. Well, not too low, but medium to low heat. So this is like 30 minutes after. As you guys can see, the oil is forming. And we just want to make sure that we remove all the water from the oil. So after an hour, this is what your oil should be looking like. It's not burned. You have to make sure you do not burn the oil now. So this is what it's been looking like. It's actually like, this is what it should be looking like when it's done. So next I'm just going to push it aside to let it cool off. So I'm just showing you guys the aloe vera. Everything is like all dried out. All the nutrients is out of the aloe vera into the oil. So while this is cooling off, I am going to move on to method number 2. And method number 2, we're going to grab for that aloe vera that we pushed to the side. And what you want to do, you want to go ahead and dice it up in smaller pieces. I find it to be more effective and you will get more out of the aloe vera by dicing it up into very, very small pieces so it's easier to infuse. So now that the aloe vera is ready, we're going to get a pot and let it warm. I'm going to use 1 cup of coconut oil again. As I mentioned earlier, you can use any oil of your choice and you can also use more than one oil. So now I'm going to add my diced aloe vera in the warm oil. As you guys can see, it's not cold oil. And what this does mainly, guys, it froth or foam a lot. So you want to use a bigger pot because then it will foam over into the stove and then that's going to cause so much mess, oil burning on your stove, and we don't want that. So what I did, I had to change the pot after a while because it was foaming so much into the stove and that's a lot of mess. So we want to make sure we stir and always stir your oil because you don't want to burn it, you don't want it to get stick, even though we're using a non-stick pot. always use a non-stick pot as well. So after all that foaming and I keep stirring, I decided to change the pan to a bigger pot, which makes the process a lot easier and less messy, and we don't want to be wasting all this good stuff. So this was about, let's see, maybe like 40 minutes into making the oil. So now that the oil is finished, this is what it's looking like. We're just going to put it aside to cool off. So now we're going to go back to method number 1, and we're going to get a glass jar and a strainer. So we're going to strain the oil to remove all the pieces of aloe vera. Guys, this oil is extremely dark, well, dark green color, because we blend the aloe vera. So all the color and nutrients was definitely in this oil. So now that I finished straining the oil, I'm going to go ahead and use a cheesecloth to make sure I get out any excessive residue that may in the oil. And if you do not have a cheesecloth, you can use any cloth that you have, or even a stocking cap. I use that all the time. We just want a piece of cloth that can remove all the excessive particles from the oil. If you don't mind having tiny particles in your oil, you can skip this process. I will be using this oil to make a aloe vera hair butter. So of course I want to remove all the particles. So guys, look out for that video as well, how I make aloe vera hair butter. So this is method number 1, and this looks amazing. I will be using these 2-ounce clear bottles to store the oils in. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and add some essential oil as well as vitamin E oil in my aloe vera oil. I am only going to add it into this aloe vera oil because I will be using this specific one for a hair butter. So I'm using like 8 drops of each essential oils. Guys, this looks amazing. It's so clean and I'm obsessed with the color. So now we are going to move on to method number 2 again. We're going to use that same jar that we use on method number 1 with method number 2. So now we're going to strain the oil to remove all the aloe vera. This oil is a lot clearer than method number 1 oil, because this one we dice it up in smaller pieces. Normally when I make my aloe vera growth oil or my aloe vera oil, I will, after making it like this using the dice aloe vera, I would put it away in a glass jar and let it store in a dark room for 3 weeks so it can properly infused. So, but for the sake of this video, we're not going to do that. We're going to go ahead and strain it today. So I'm just using the cheesecloth to remove any excessive residue that may in the oil, because we want squeaky clean clear oil. All right, but as I said, if you do not mind to have any residue in your oil, you can skip this process. Of course, this has a really yellow, like really pretty yellow color. So there you have it, guys. Aloe vera oil. 2 things I noticed about this amazing oil. Method number 1 has a dark green color and method number 2 has a yellow color. Method number 1 is less than method number 2. Bear in mind we use the same amount of oil and ingredients for both method. So because we blend method number 1, I think it takes away some of the oil. I am going to store the oils in these 2-ounce glass bottles. Guys, I am obsessed with the color. Oh my God, we should not even mention the smell. It smells amazing, okay? Amazing. So now we're gonna bottle up method number 2. Also guys, comment down below which method you do if you tried making aloe vera oil, and if you haven't, which method would you choose to try. As you guys see from the video, I try to make sure I make this video as detailed as possible. I didn't skip any step. I did not show you guys anything. This is 100% pure aloe vera oil. So this is all natural. There's nothing added that you haven't seen. I really hope this video was very informative and you can try making your own aloe vera oil at home. Everything will be in my description below. All the ingredients that I use will be in my description below, so check it out. If you miss anything, everything will be in my description below. Here is a view of both method. You can see the big difference of the color of each method. A few of you guys may asking, how can I use this oil? Of course, your girl gonna give you some ways you can use it. I'm not gonna leave you guys stranded. Come on now. You can use this oil as a hot oil treatment. You can oil your scalp with it to help promote hair growth, thickness, and strengthen your hair. You can add it to your deep conditioner, of course. You can moisturize and seal your hair with it. Okay, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope this video was pretty helpful and pretty informative. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.